is now time to get into Stung Again. Feels like a rock song. I don't know why. Okay, obviously I got full disclosure, I don't like bees and I don't like wasps. I know a lot of people don't like that stuff, but I'm like one of those like weird, like freak out, like sissy boys. It's weird. Whatever. So I feel like I don't know if I've picked one game in favor of the Georgia Swarm this season. I don't. I know like the last three games, like the Seals, and the Mammoth, I thought the Seals and Mammoth were going to win. No. The other game they played was the Rock. And that one, I thought they were going to crush the Rock, and the Rock fought back and only lost by 1. But these darn Swarm, and it's funny because I also, in my wish list for teams, said the Seals need a heart monitor. The Swarm do. Every one of their games comes down to the wire, but yet they keep winning. Like producer Joe says, you're still here. It's just mighty impressive. When you look at the defensive stats for this team, so many guys hit a block shot or a caused turnover, and to walk into the Loud House, to beat up on the Colorado Mammoth, Georgia Swarm, you have earned my respect. And I want to say I'm still not sold, because I'm not. But also, it just sounds foolish at this point, because how many times do they have to beat a good team, that's a good team in my opinion, in order for me to give them more respect than what I'm giving them? Is it because since 2016, when they won the championship, is it because since then they've been a hyped up team with nothing producing? I don't know. The first 2 years I've done this show, I haven't been impressed. Maybe that's lingering in my mind, but 5 weeks in, Swarm are 4-0, and they're winning the close games. Again, if you're not as good as the team that I think that you're playing, you lose those games, and they're not. They're winning those games, and not just winning them at home. They went across the country to San Diego. They went up north to Colorado in the altitude. Where else does this team have to go for me and the majority of National Lacrosse League media to respect them? I don't know. But I will say, Lyle Thompson is playing great. Andrew Q has been awesome. Adam Wiedemann on defense. Joey Capito. Brett Dobson's been locked in. And the best part is, Brett Dobson did not have to make a lot of saves, which shows you they're doing what the Buffalo Bandits have done. And I know what you're saying. Matt Vince has 62 saves this week. I got you. But what the Buffalo Bandits usually do, and what the Rock usually do, is they make sure there's bodies in the way before the goalie has to save the day. Because remember, the goalie is the last line of defense. So instead of making Brett Dobson save us, the Georgia Swarm is saying, hey, let's stick up for the guy. Let's shove our bodies in the roadways here. Let's get run over by a ball a few times. And I'm sure it hurts, but it's working. And then somehow, whether it be team chemistry, whether it be coaching, or a combination of that and a few more things, whatever it is, they're winning these close games. They're clutch. And I've never been a fan of the clutch gene that term is thrown around in sports. But if there's a team with it this year, it's the Swarm. Remember, the Rush, they played their third overtime game. And they just lost the game. So you know how tough it is to win those kind of games. And I think the Swarm have had one overtime game this year against the Seals. But this one, with like 40 seconds left, Andrew Q, Captain Clutch, easy, no big deal. Like, what do we do? Why am I still not sworn on the Storm yet? If I had to put it in an answer, because I don't feel like there's enough offense there, but again, chemistry in team sports is a big deal. And when especially when your defense has chemistry, you're going to sting some people who like to think they're experts at picking games like myself. And I tip my cap. I will stay away from the bee's nest until further notice. And I swear to God, the first time I picked them, it's like, oh, okay, now they lost. Of course. That's gambling, baby. It's incredible. Shout out to the Georgia Swarm. You're buzzing right now. You're swarming. All those bee puns. Yeah, congrats. You're bumbling. Whoa.